board of Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware Independent Automobile Dealers Association. I'm Reg Evans, Executive Director, and here we go.
He's better at ProGuard or higher.
We also want to thank our annual gold sponsor, ProGuard Warranty. They're tremendous supporters of our association and of the dealers in our states. And we want to thank our bronze sponsors, Next Gear Capital, Auto Trader, AutoZone, and My Dealer Online. So today's topic, safety inspection mechanic recertification for Pennsylvania dealers. There's a new PennDOT program for this recertification that used to occur every 3 years that is now going to be a 5-year term. And the new program involves online training and exams instead of just the in-person live exams, live training. And an exam is included in this. It involves online training and exams to recertify as an inspection safety mechanic for a new 5-year period. The rollout of this program began in late April of 2016. The access of safety inspection mechanics to this online portal for training and for taking the exam that is now required by PennDOT as part of the recertification is a brand new online portal. So it is communicated within a 180-day window of renewal. So as an example, if PennDOT sends out an April letter to inspectors, they send that out to inspectors expiring in July, August, and September 2016. And PennDOT is having a phased-in kind of commencement of this program. Inspectors outside their 180-day window for renewal will not be able to purchase their training or exam outside of that window. So you're basically waiting within 180 days of your renewal. Before your renewal, you would be contacted by PennDOT. They would provide you with the ability to access and register for online training, and that online training you would be able to take from any location. So it could be a computer in your office, it could be a computer at home, it could be a laptop computer while you're sitting on the beach. As long as you're on the computer and you're able to receive the program and take the exam or to hear the training and see the training, it would be good. And it updates and refreshes as you go through because they want to make sure that people are actually sitting there and watching that, which is similar to other types of continuing education seminars. So the training part is optional. So that is something to keep in mind. You may select an option of not taking any training online and instead just going straight to their test to try to pass their test for your category of safety inspection training. So the training part is optional. Inspectors have the option to take the training and exam online through a personal computer, as stated, and the schools may charge an additional fee. So that is something to keep in mind when you're going through a school to take the exam. They can charge an additional fee, but the limited fee amount we'll show you below in terms of what PennDOT authorizes. Exemption from training and from the exam. So this is somewhat of a grandfather type provision where if an inspector has initially been certified before January 1 of 1983 and has not added any categories of inspection authority since that time. So the full authorization they received was before January 1, 1983. Then training is entirely optional, and the inspector may opt. The training would be entirely optional for that particular individual, and that's something to keep in mind. The exempt inspector may opt to take the training and the exam, so that's optional as well. And if there are questions on whether whether an inspector has exemption status from training, the telephone number there to contact PennDOT is specifically listed. here's a list of the inspector categories that are subject to the recertification exam. So you have your code 1 for passenger cars and trucks 17,000 pounds or less, and trailers less than 10,000 pounds. On up to your code J, enhanced vehicle safety inspection. And in between there you have your code 2, motorcycle inspection level. Code 3 for trucks over 17,000 pounds and trailers over 10,000 pounds, as distinguished from code 1. And code 4 is general inspection of vehicles, and then code 5, 6, and 7 are combinations of the above, with code J, as stated, being the enhanced vehicle safety inspection authority. Now, for the exam only option, the price of the online recertification exam without training is $59.99. So online exam and scoring includes all relevant categories. The passing grade is 80%. A failing grade would require taking the full training package. There is no free retest option. So really, here you have kind of between here and this next slide, you have a panoply of options that you can take for this. You have, going back, the exam only option, and then you have full training options for online training plus taking the exam. So if you want the training so that you can be more prepared for the exam, then that's what you would do. You take the training. And each of these have specific options regarding whether you get a retest. So the full training package includes all training materials, baseline test, and one category, and that's online exam and scoring, with one free retest if the individual does not get the 80% the first time, and that's $89.99. And then the next package is basically the same as stated, plus instead of being the baseline test in one category, this would be baseline test in two categories. So for that second category, it would be an additional $9.99 beyond the $89.99. And then it goes up from there. If it's three categories, then it's two chunks of $9.99 extra. So it's $89.99 plus $9.99 plus $9.99. So 90 plus 10 plus 10, basically. And then full training package for a baseline plus four categories. If the person has four categories, and that goes back to what we were listing here with the various codes, code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and J. So for the four categories, you'd have the three additional $9.99 pieces plus $89.99. For a certified document reviewer, includes all training materials, online exam, and scoring. There's one free retest, that's $29.99. And for the full training package retest, this is available one time and only after the full training package free retest is taken in the event that the technician did not receive a passing grade. And that's another $24.99. So here's an example of pricing for a recertification exam, online training, and exam. If you have a Category 7 certification, you may choose the exam-only option for $59.99, or choose the full training exam package, which includes the baseline and one category for $89.99, and an additional $9.99 for the additional category. So that's kind of an explanation of how these types of situations are to work in terms of taking the new exam training and when there would be notification, that 180-day window that we were talking about for taking the exam. The new certification term is 3 years, is 5 years. It was 3 years, so now it's going to be 5 years going forward. And that's pretty much a quick nutshell on the safety inspector recertification. Now, if you have questions, you can type them up on the screen that is before you. You'll see that there's a chat section. and there's a question section. So I'm going to give you an opportunity. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in, and be happy to respond.
I'll be glad when I type this stuff. This in the views.
You can put this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Here's one question that I received, which is basically, are the inspectors specifically exempt from taking the recertification exam itself? And yes, that's all has to do with it's certified prior to January 1, 1983. Then, and they have not added any additional categories to the initial certification since that time. Then that inspection safety mechanic is not required to take the exam, but has the option to take the exam if the person wants to take the exam. All right. I am not seeing any other questions, so thank you very much. Also want to take this opportunity again to thank our annual gold sponsor, ProGuard Warranty, for their tremendous support, and our bronze sponsors, Next Gear Capital, Auto Trader, AutoZone, and My Dealer Online. Please keep in mind that if you have specific topics that you'd like to have covered in our webinars, these webinars are provided. They're part of your membership. There's not an additional cost for them. Feel free to email me or email Shannon at pi88.org or Reg, R-E-G, at pi88.org. And we would be happy to take a look at that and see if we could put together
Next Year Capital
a webinar on that particular topic of dealer education. We'll have webinars going forward. We've given quite a number of them this year so far, and we'll keep them going in most of our months. We might take a month off in the summer, but for the rest of the year, they're on. And please keep an eye out for your email blasts, and we're happy to send those over to you. So thank you very much for watching today, and everybody have a great day.
That's quick.